Good evening, Bearded Gearheads. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Tonight's big horsepower hour is going to be about 8-Bit Beard Co. As you can see, we got Shaun, the owner, with us tonight. And we'll get this party started. How's everybody doing tonight? I see Daniel in here. How you feeling, brother? I know you got COVID. Hope you're feeling okay. George, welcome. 607. What's up, Bill? Lenny.
What's up, everybody?
I appreciate you guys stopping in and hanging out with us for a little while. So, and everybody, I'm actually streaming on Facebook for the first time. So everybody that's joined in on Facebook, if there is anybody, I appreciate it. I want to see how that works. So if you're on my Bearded Horsepower Facebook page, hello, how are you? So.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just, StreamYard lets you stream on both. I've never tried it, so I just figure, what the heck? We'll see what happens. I may have to shut down the page after this, but who knows?
Yeah.
So what's been going on with you a little bit, Shaun? Let's we'll go ahead and get started a little bit and talk about 8-Bit and how you came up with the name. I mean, everybody loves it. It's the talk of the town when it comes to themes, and the bottles are really cool. With you guys that haven't got any, there's currently, I guess, just 2 cents out, and then he's about to launch or release the Duck Hunter or Duck Hunt that's unscented. And he has big plans for the year. I know he's got several more scents he's going to launch that we'll get into in a little bit. But if you haven't tried this blend, I highly recommend you ordering it right now. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, you go to 8bitbeardco.com. One of the best bang for the buck beard oils out there, and the butter is phenomenal. So that is the truth. And I've told you that since the first day I ordered it. It's just well blended together. The carrier blend is just absolutely nutritionally perfect. I mean, I always talk about the spreadsheet and the spreadsheet that I created that I've talked about so many times, where I put all the carrier oils in the spreadsheet, and then I take each company when I order something and I plug it in. And immediately when I plugged it in, I messaged Shaun and I said, man, I can tell you did your homework and your research, because this carrier blend is perfectly balanced nutritionally with all the fatty acids and the vitamins and the antioxidants together. And it's one of the best when I look at it as far as columns. And I've got each column of fatty acid and then each vitamin and antioxidant. And yours is perfectly balanced. And what I mean by that, I don't know, Shaun, if we haven't talked about it personally, but if you get 2 carrier oils that are too high in, say, oleic acid, and say both of them are 70 or 80% in oleic acid, that blend just becomes a little sticky, a little heavier. But the way you spread it out, like, Babasu oil has got a lot of, I believe it's omega-6 fatty acid. It's pretty much like coconut oil, actually, but it's like coconut oil 2.0, much better than coconut oil. And then each of them is just like avocado is real high in oleic acid. Hemp seed oil is really high in linoleic acid. And then, each column of fatty acids that are important to our beards, which are the 6s, 3s, and 9s, this blend has perfectly. So if you want to know what a well-balanced, well-blend feels like in beard, you need to get this one today. That's what I'm trying to say.
I appreciate all that information. That was a lot.
Sorry, I know, man. I was rambling a little too much. So
no. I appreciate somebody that appreciates everything that goes into making this stuff and the balance there, right? It's. I mean, when we were obviously we rebranded in February. We were Epic Beards Grooming, still Epic Beards, like parent company in Ohio. It's just literally a DBA. So we came up with 8-Bit Beard Co. Originally started, it was going to be a line. We were going to make a brand new line, brand new blend, like a specialty line, just for fun, right?
Right.
And I think it was July of last year, and the kids were all sitting around the table. We're talking about it. It was lunch. It's summer, right? It was lunch, and wife was there, and the kids just lit up and started Gosh, they got so excited about and they literally rambled off probably 50 or 60 characters they wanted me to do. I'm like, guys,
awesome.
I can't, slow down. I can't do all that, And so it was originally going to be an 8-bit line, and then we were having so much fun with it as a family that we're like, you know what? Let's rebrand the company. It feels right. It felt right. I love playing games with them, and it was such a big part of growing up in the 80s and 90s.
Oh yeah.
And just the fun. It wasn't everybody playing online by themselves. You had gatherings. You go to friends' houses to play games, and to, just you were there for hours. Competing in the same room with people. Having
Laying
fun.
on bean bags.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, or whatever, lawn chairs,
whatever,
whatever you need, whatever you could find, right? The end of a bed, depending on where the TV was. But it was just so much fun to do. So we, last year was a lot of discovery for us, discovering the new company, discovering a new blend, a new for butters, and we went dark. The second half of the year, we weren't really involved in social media a lot. We were still posting and hanging around. But then, we got everything together. We got the blend. I mean, I just wrote down some of the carrier oils we tried, because originally I wanted the base of this to be an avocado oil, because avocado oil is very good for your beard hair specifically. I mean, it's good for your skin, but it's avocado oil has a monounsaturated fatty acid in it. That is, it's one of the very few oils that actually absorb into the hair follicle.
Yep.
Yeah. So, we started out with avocado oil base, and we're just going through all these. I wanted a balanced blend. So we have some heavy, some light absorbing, some medium absorbing. The comogenic scale, we wanted it to be 1s and 2s or 0s. We have a few 0s on the list, so it's not pore clogging for anybody. I apologize if anybody's saying hey in the chat and I'm missing it, but so we started out with some of that. We tried apricot oil. We tried Jamaican black castor. We tried Karanja oil. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
I have. Yeah, I actually tested that oil. I sure did.
And I really like that one, but native to India, and they use a ton of it. And I like the out of stock was you can't find it.
I was about to say, I bet supply would be hard sourcing that one.
So that's one thing too. You have oils that are really great, but you have to be able to find them, and like supply and demand, especially if you want to continue to grow and look towards the future. So that that was a great one, but we had to remove it. We put in fractionated coconut just to see the difference between the Babasu and that, and obviously argan. We originally had clear jojoba, but I was like, golden has more properties. It's a little bit better. So we went with that. And honestly, I tried to squeeze in sunflower oil. I really like sunflower oil. It has very similar properties to the hemp seed and to the cucumber seed.
So it's funny you say that. It's one of my favorites too. And most people don't think, I mean, I love it. I actually like a sunflower safflower blend. Those two together, because one's really high in oleic acid and one's really high in linoleic, and they just blend really well together. You just got to really balance them out with some others. But another one I love of yours is the cucumber, which I think that one's probably pretty hard to get too.
It is. So there might be a point where we might have to play with percentages a little bit, as if cucumber's not available. Now you can find, so the cucumber we use is organic cucumber seed oil, and there's not very many suppliers that actually use that, or it's available through. If you buy a 1 ounce at a time, it's like $20 an ounce. It's expensive stuff. You're thinking they're squeezing oil out of the seed of an actual cucumber.
Cucumber, right?
Yeah, cucumber, right? And how I came up with that one, you know, I was looking for something else to balance it out, and I kind of I took a macro view of just like what do women put on their face a lot, right? What do you always see people doing in spas and stuff? They got sliced cucumbers
on their
eyeballs, right? Yep. Everywhere. And I was like, there's got to be what's the science behind that, right? Started researching cucumber oil a little bit and found it was actually really, really good for your skin. Really good for your skin. So the oil itself. So,
well, I think that's part of it that a lot of companies aren't doing is, you know, the skin is the most important part of our beard.
Yeah.
And, you know, if your skin's not healthy, the beard's not going to be healthy. You know, if you've got, you know, something that's causing irritation on the skin, the hair's not going to grow right. If you got acne, the hair's not going to grow at all in those places. You know, if the acne gets real bad and causes scar tissues, it's not going to. So, you know, if we don't take care of the skin, there's absolutely no way for the hair to grow healthier. You know,
yeah, absolutely. But we also, with the reformulation, we wanted to get grapeseed out of the formula. The grapeseed is still. You're welcome. I mean, it's a cheaper oil. It's sure. It still has good properties. It has good properties. I like grapeseed's getting a bad name in the industry, and it has good properties, but
it does. I just think it's got to be used in small percentages. I think the only problem with it is when it gets up over about 30% in some blends, it's just way too much. I think, you know, good 10% or less, I think it's still okay. I still wear blends with it. I just got to know it's far down the list, you know, and it's not something that's got 20, 25, 30% in or my beard. I can feel it. I can tell it immediately.
Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't hold up well. No. Longevity wise in hotter places, I guess you could say. So like
I've got this question for you. In South Alabama, it doesn't hold up at all. But I've got a question because I don't know if it's a rumor or not, but I don't mix scents. So when I tested it, I didn't test it with scents, you know, essential oils and so forth. Does it truly carry the scent longer? Do you think it helps carry the scent?
Do I think what helps carry the scent?
Grapeseed oil. So the rumor is, and I want to know if it's true or not, that a lot of people use grapeseed oil because it actually helps carry the scent longevity of the profile.
I don't know. I haven't tested that. And I'm trying to think of a couple of the fragrance oils that in our old blend I tested in the new blend, and I feel like I get the same length of time, like the tobacco vanilla that we had. I made some new in our new blend, and I feel like it's the same amount. I think it might affect maybe essential oils a little differently in that breakdown, but I had not heard that. So
somebody said it about I think I saw it on a video, or when I was doing research, I read it somewhere, and then we were talking about it last week, and somebody brought it up again. And you know,
grapeseed is very quickly a very quick absorbing oil. Why I wouldn't think that
I would think it'd be opposite.
Yeah, right.
Because it's absorbing. So, although does it absorb and leave the fragrance and the essential oils on top where that scent's still there, and does it block it out? Because I do feel like when I wear grapeseed oil and it's too much of it, it almost makes a barrier on the inside of the hair where it restricts anything else from coming in. You know, I almost feel like it creates a shield and things sit on top a little more. So I almost think it's the rest of the oil sit on top and don't absorb because of the grapeseed. And when I wear it, and then it just starts drying out. I don't know. But every beard's different. That's just the way it treats me. Not saying it treats everybody that way, but
yeah. We also tried we added vitamin E to our blend too, and it made it was too much. There's so much vitamin E in a lot of the oils we use that adding more vitamin E
makes sense.
It just dried it out. It just dried you out. It dried it out, and you get a crunchy beard. And So we had we removed vitamin E too. So I guess I say we, is that the plural, the French we, it was me, right? Doing everything.
Well, you did a great job, man. I've been saying it a lot lately. I can't wait till you come out with some more scents, because I know, way this community is sometimes people get 2 cents. That doesn't seem like enough, but I will say this. I've created a third because I wear both of them together a lot. So I'll take 4 drops of one and 5 drops of the other, and vice versa. So you can actually get both. You get 3 cents. And you can get a variation of each. You can really have about 10 if you do it.
Yeah, that's true. So, those are essential oil. Those are essential oil blends. So they're both have more amber in them than anything. So that probably helps.
Yeah, they're naturally cologne-y with the amber.
Yeah.
A woody, nice, natural cologne. I love them both. They're both very nice. I mean, I wear them religiously. This butter is the star of the show. I want you to talk about it a little bit, because I know you've said something about 30-something ingredients or something you went in this, and it's
I mean, I was working on both of them simultaneously, but the butter, wanted to kind of redo our butter, and still had shea in it, and still but I think I made the oil blend. Once I got the ingredients I wanted, I probably made 30 variations of the actual oil blend within the current profile that you see. And the butter blend was probably, I think it was around 30 to 40 also.
wow.
And you're talking, I'm tweaking the percentages, right? So, you're just tweaking a little bit of percentage. So the butter blend actually has even more of the babusa oil. So it not only does it have our carrier oil blend that has babusa in it, but it actually has standalone babusa oil in it too.
Makes sense.
Which helps break everything down in there. So shea butter, mango butter, both fantastic. The babusa oil, which is a solid at room temperature. So it helps, it helps solidify everything in there. But then it just, I think the melting point on it's like body temperature. You could set it on your hand and it would just start melting.
Yeah, and that's one of the cool things about it, is that its melting point is truly body temperature. So the moment it hits the hands or the body, it melts, and the butter will slide right off your hand if you don't watch it. It's great.
And one of the things about that, it was trying to remove the microfilm. So sometimes you'll rub butters together, and you get that white film. That's not bad. That's not bad. It just is perceived as bad, right? Yeah. So, it's trying to fine tune everything to get that ratio right too. So, but the butter started off with, like I said, I originally wanted to do avocado based everything, just because it was so good for your hair.
Yeah.
So our butter originally was avocado butter. I think I sent samples out to Metal Chef and Hookem, Bearded Joey Hookem, of avocado butter. And I had babusa butter also. They make the babusa oil they make butter of. And you start reading more about what's in all that stuff, and it's made with palm oil, and that's not bad. But I wanted to remove a lot of those additives from from the recipes I wanted to make. So
a lot of those are made with vegetable oils. Anyway, which babusa, I don't remember how I've heard it 2 different ways. I like to say babasu, but
babasu.
Anyway, it's a vegetable oil, right? In South America, I think it's used for vegetable oil in South America.
It is. They use it for everything.
Yeah, they actually do, and because they don't have coconut oil down there.
Yeah, it's almost like a leave-in conditioner. You could just leave it. You could use 100% babusa oil if you wanted to. And actually, each one of those ingredients I tested individually. Also,
so I only, out of the 62 or 3, I think 67 oils that I bought and tested, I tested them all individually. I never mixed. And some of them I tested very shortly. I mean, I went and washed them out immediately because they're not made to test by themselves.
Right.
And I later learned that, and I would mix them and I'd find a difference. But when I was first doing it, I would get one and test it individually. And it's amazing what you can learn when you do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I primarily did it just to like, so when I started mixing and trying to balance the recipe was, okay, so this one, if you use too much of it, felt like this. And if the blend's a little out, okay, I'll tweak it a couple percent this way and get it down to where I want it. And Babusa, can I get it in the country of origin? Brazil.
Yeah, it's definitely Brazil.
It's Brazil.
But it's in the spelling bees. People from South Alabama, we don't participate in spelling bees, buddy.
Yeah.
Or
really good. Yeah. So I print out all kinds of stuff and did all kinds of research on all these, but melts at the same temperature of our bodies, has a cooling effect, drawing heat from the skin and scalp.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's antioxidants, mainly vitamin E, fight redness, which is key, for a healthy scalp environment. So
it's definitely great for eczema and some skin irritations. I know it's used a lot for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how all my research started. People ask me why, and my wife has eczema really bad. And we were trying to find oils that would help because she kept using all the steroid lotions and creams that the doctor was giving her. And after she had breast cancer, we just knew that's not healthy and good for you. So we tried to find other natural remedies for the eczema. And at the same time, I was growing my beard, so it was just 2 in 1. And that's actually an oil that we use a lot still to this day that she uses on her eczema, and it controls it really well. I made her a little blend of 4 or 5 oils during my research that I found that were great for the skin, as far as anti-inflammatories and antioxidants in the oils. And that was one of them. And believe it or not, ostrich oil is a really good one too.
So it is. I've got a couple. I've got some Black Rebel. I think it's with ostrich oil in it.
I don't like it as much on my hair as I used to. I think as my beard's getting longer, and you'll start noticing this too, yours is getting long. We change. You're going phases, things that you used to love in your beard. I used to wear a lot more butter than I do now. And I used to love castor oil. I used to love thick oils. Like I craved them. And now I can't wear them near as much as I used to. It's just funny how the beard grows and you change.
I'm going to be honest. I don't use oil every day.
I don't either. No, we talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
My beard feels better when I don't.
Yeah.
That day, if I use it 3 days in a row and then go a day with nothing, that's my best day.
Yeah. Yeah. So just get some water in there and get a good comb through and
yep. That is true. And I don't think we should. I think if you use it too much, you're going to get skin irritations because it's going to clog the pores. I think it's best to take 1 or 2 days off a week. I feel, and everybody's skin's going to be a little different. I have naturally oily skin, as you can tell right now. Got that sheen. That's just because I have naturally oily hair and skin, and I can't wear a lot. I probably wear half as much. We've talked about your dropper, and I probably wear 12 drops of yours. And by the way, guys, if you get it,
everybody's talking about this dropper. I'm gonna probably end up getting some.
So I promise you, though, I wouldn't change it. I've fallen in love with it, and I complained at the beginning. I reached out to you. It's like something's wrong with it, because it is a sure enough reducer. But all you gotta do is just turn it over and give it one little tap, and it starts dropping perfectly. I mean, and it's really. It doesn't take long, and it's consistent. But then you don't spill it everywhere. You set it back down, you're not going to knock it over. But I use about 10 to 12 drops.
Yeah.
It to me just seems to be perfect. I wore it today, and that's exactly how many I wore.
If you start using you notice this with any oil, if you use too much, then it's almost has a drying effect on your beard.
Yep. Less is more when it comes to oil, and it took me a long time to figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
a long time. All right, let's see what everybody's saying here. Bearded Native said, Shaun, I got my 2 combo order this week. Can't wait to test them out.
Yeah, cool.
You're going to love them, man. I can't wait to hear about it because they are incredible.
Yeah, thanks for the support.
Willie said, that's cool. I'd rather have that than some of the other droppers. I agree, Willie. I've really gotten to where I enjoy it and I want more of them. Again, in the beginning, I didn't like it.
Yeah. That's one of the biggest hurdles is teaching the consumer how to use the dropper type that's on there, right? So nobody's used to this type of dropper, which can be a problem. So there's a couple reviewers out there that have done little tutorials on it, but so we had the same type of cap, but it was a dropper and had a glass dropper, but I really it's a tamper-proof cap. So once I seal this thing, it's sealed. Yeah. It's sealed up, and then when you get it, you should be able to crack it open like a can of pop, right?
Yep.
So, which I think it is really cool. And these same tops fit on our little sample bottles. We'll be hopefully getting out there soon.
Tiki says that there's not one he hates. I like a variety, and I agree. I love to look on the shelf, and there'd be different ones. I definitely wouldn't change it unless you have a supplier problem. I'm going to do it as soon as I get my voice back. And by the way, guys, I apologize. I've got either type A flu or a bad sinus infection. So if you can't understand me tonight, that's what's going on. But I'm going to do my review here in the next couple of days, and I'll talk about it as well because I'm telling you, I've gotten to where I love it and look forward to using it. So,
yeah. So yeah, it's just a matter of educating the consumer, right? Educating people on.
Well, us bearded guys are a little difficult sometimes.
I've knocked over open bottles before and spilled half of the oil out. Yeah. You try to put the dropper back in the bottle. Yep. On the counter. It's funny.
So I got a little story for you. This is no joke, not a lie. I'm not making this up because you're on the screen. So I got this. Originally I ordered the Hero Time combo, and then I went back and got the Spirit Maiden, and I got it in. I don't know, probably about a month and a half, and it went missing. Couldn't find it anywhere. Had the butter, couldn't find the oil. I'm like, what the hell did I do with it? I looked everywhere, and when you have about 1,000 bottles, one missing, it's hard to find, right? Because I got little hiding places for my wife everywhere, and couldn't find it. So cutting grass the other day. And what happened is it rolled out of my truck and rolled underneath the truck and rolled in the grass, and it was imprinted down in the yard. And I'd run over my truck 2 or 3 times, and it was still perfect. I mean, if that would have been a regular dropper, it would have broke off.
Oh yeah,
when I ran over it and be all glass in there. So
this is a heavy duty. This is a heavy duty top. These are heavy duty tops. I was just actually talking with Dan from Dan's Beard Reviews, and we were talking about he was talking about the tops, companies switching over to these, he was just asking about cost and stuff. I'm like, dude, mine, I didn't switch over for cost. I switched over for, so it doesn't leak. You could tighten this down and throw it in your travel bag. Right. And you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. So
I carry a travel bag with me every day to work. I put whatever I'm wearing that day, whatever I'm testing, and then 2 or 3 balms and butters and a couple other oils. If I get bored at work, I'll go in and put some water in my beard and kind of rinse it out and change in the middle of the day. And I mean, I carry it every day and I've never had a problem.
Yeah.
Now this right here is one of the best comments I've ever heard. This is what it's all about right here. Bearded Eurich said, Shaun was the first company owner to remember and call me by my first name. Not only does he have an amazing product, but he cares about his customers and the community. And that's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny. I have a terrible memory when it comes to names.
Me too.
So when somebody comments or somebody is messaging me, I always have to click on their profile. So CJ, I've actually gone now we've interacted quite a bit. Yeah. So I remember your first name. But you always go to somebody's profile and you just cross your fingers like,
Yeah.
Please be there. Please
Yeah.
be there. You know, the first couple times you're talking to somebody, right? I mean,
Yeah.
once you establish that relationship, I'm gonna remember it. But if somebody just sends me a message, you know, once we get going, then I'm good. But
Well, and sometimes, like if I'm talking live, Tiki's one all the time. Like his name's Jordan Baker. I mean, he's got my same last name, but I refer to him as Tiki because that's how everybody else is going to remember him. So sometimes it's hard because you get in the habit of saying their stream name. And then when you go to have a regular conversation with them, you're like, oh crap, what is it? What is it? I want to say Tiki. I want to say, and it's, you know, it's tough. So what's up, Bam? Appreciate it, man. I know it's late for you and it's 10:30 in Atlanta. I'm surprised you're still awake, man.
It's 10:30 here too, man. You're killing me.
I know. I'm sorry.
Time live stream.
I know, man. Well, so my wife and daughter go to bed at 9 o'clock.
How late are you going to be up? What are you doing? And I'm like, don't worry about it. It'll be all right. Keith's a great guy.
Too late.
Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions that's here?
Yeah.
I don't, you know, anything that anybody has, I'm usually pretty open to answer anything. So
I've got a couple. I'll ask for them. So let's talk about your plans for the year. I know you and I have talked a little bit about, I think, 8 scent profiles you plan to launch this year. So just kind of tell them what your plan is so they know what's coming. And
so actually 11, and then we threw in the duck hunter. So that's 12, which it's unscented. So if you want to count it or not, but
sure.
There's still
a bunch more to go then.
Yeah, a bunch more to go. We'll have a special surprise for everybody a little later with the limited edition item for the next one. But so everybody should have. I don't know if everybody saw my teaser or not, but we have the. Did I name it in the post? I think I did. Yeah, we have the Blue Devil coming out. So that's
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, that's going to launch in 13 days with Josh. And Embrace the Beard Life. So it's a collab. It's both of our first ever collabs together. So that was an interesting process and a lot of fun. It's pretty exciting. So
he does a great job. I'm excited to see his collab with you because he really does a great job. I enjoy watching his stuff. I don't watch a lot of reviewers, but his are one that I actually enjoy.
So it is. He does a good job with this stuff. But you do too. Like the science you bring to the table and like the streams, Keith, it's pretty amazing. You're like, you can tell you have sat down and studied this stuff.
Yeah.
But which is really cool to talk to somebody else like that. So we got that one coming in April, the Blue Devil. We got one in May, and then nothing in June. We're going to be we're going to try to take about a 3-week camping trip with our boys.
Awesome. Yeah.
So we say awesome now. Once we get a couple days in, we'll see where we're at.
Well, it's always fun when you're talking about it. When you actually get there, you're like, what was I thinking?
Yeah. Let me hold on. There's a couple of people asking questions here. So
I knew that question was coming.
Tiki, I was a gray zapper. Let's see. So Sonic it's a tropical leather. It's going to be a tropical leather scent. And it blended really well. It was it blended really well. It's pretty cool. There's a couple people that have a tester of it, I believe, besides Josh.
Yeah.
Keith, you're going to get one once I got actually the labels came in. They're sitting next to me here, but
yeah.
So we got one of it.
It's no rush. I'm ready whenever you are. I'm excited about it. I think that's really going to be great.
The Duck Hunter is just going to be an oil.
Okay, you're only doing that in just an oil. Okay.
I mean, I could do it in a butter. I didn't make any labels for the butter, but that's not a problem. I mean, I just didn't know. Do people put unscented butters in their beard?
I love unscented butter. It's one of my
favorites. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, when I go to bed, sometimes I just want to wear an unscented butter. Especially if I'm wearing it for an overnight,
Yeah.
For sure. And I know a lot of guys that like to buy it to wear, the guys that wear daytime butter, because they can pair it with other scents. Like your butter's amazing, and it's one that I would wear with other oils for sure. So I know a lot of guys that like to pair it with another blend that's maybe scented wearing later in the day.
Yeah. So I haven't. We have the print shop has the final design, and I've approved it, but I did not send it to print yet. So it wouldn't be too hard to throw in a butter label there. So we could, I mean, I wasn't sure if anybody really wore unscented butters, but you're telling me that you like it, and
I mean, I do.
CJ's asking about it, so that's something we can absolutely do. So
just talking the last few weeks with everybody in here, and a lot of other guys that I talked to as well, I think unscented is really taken off a little bit. Guys are really starting to understand. Like me, if somebody has an unscented, it's the first thing I order. Like with every order, I go unscented first. To me, it tells me everything I need to know about the blend, and then I get into the scents. Because if the unscented doesn't feel good in my blend, there's no sense in me getting scented oils, because I don't wear it for the smell. And I like to wear somebody like you that has a really, really good blend that I love wearing. I talked about this a couple weeks ago. I've got probably 250, 300 bottles of oil up here that the blend doesn't feel good in my beard. And I'll take an unscented and put like 7 or 8 drops of yours in my hand, and then take 4 or 5 of the scented of theirs, so I can try to get rid of it and then wear it together. So I get the scent, because some of those that don't feel good smell really good.
Smell really good, yeah.
I like the smell, but I can't wear them. And that's why I really love an unscented oil, in an oil that is really, really high quality like yours, that feels amazing in beard. So I think you're going to sell a lot more of it than you believe. I really do. And I may be wrong.
I'll definitely, I got a little notepad, my planner here.
Yeah. Bam just said that unscented is becoming very popular. I agree. Bearded Native said, I use unscented butters at night almost exclusively.
Oh, wow.
So there you go. That's why we do these things.
Well,
I learned something every time. I mean, Adrian said, love me some unscented. Daniel, unscented butters are fire. I mean, everybody in here, there's only 25, 26 guys in here right now, but that's enough to keep you going.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense, because sometimes I'll be like, man, I want a butter, and this is funny from an owner. I want a butter, but I don't want to smell all night. I don't want that smell all night long, because there's some butters I really like that are really strong.
Yeah,
and it's like
I don't know what it is about butter, but
I have
I wear a scented.
Those aren't unscented, but
if I wear a scented butter to bed, when I wake up, it's the first thing I smell. I mean, it's so potent too. It's just like, wow, I know what I wore yesterday. Yeah. But when I went to bed, I might have quit smelling it because my sensories had gotten used to it. And boy, when I wake up though, it's just like hits me in the face. And sometimes that's a good thing, but
there's a lot of people saying they use unscented. So
I'm telling you, and my wife would rather have it, because I can't imagine. I mean, as much of this stuff as I wear, I always ask her, are you tired of me smelling like something? And, she's like, it is nice every now and then when you go to bed and it doesn't wake me up, because she goes to bed 2 or 3 hours earlier than me. And she said, sometimes I'll crawl in bed and she'll just wake up going, God, that's strong, and I don't even smell it.
That's funny. All right. Unscented butter, make it happen. Got my note down.
So Brian did say, for me personally, I like scented butters. Majority of the butters I wear to bed help me sleep and are gone for the night. I agree. I do like some nighttime butters with neroli and lavender and helping sleep, no doubt.
My wife says she agrees with you. So
oh, okay. I was wondering. I was like, wow, who? I thought it was my cousin for a minute. I got a cousin named Eric, and I was like, oh, my cousin's in here. That's funny.
Oh yeah, unscented butters for the oils. Yeah, makes sense. That's easy.
Yeah, there you go. And your wife agrees, so that means she's really telling you, quit coming to bed smelling like your butter.
Yeah, so that means make it happen. She probably didn't know it was an option, and now she does. So I stopped in May. So we got one in May that'll come out. That's actually going to be a limited edition. It's just going to be a little fun one we're going to do. So that truly is going to be once, whatever we make, we're going to make. And then once we're out, we're out. So if we make 40, whatever, sure. 30 or 40. So then we have 3 dropping in July. So we'll have 3 dropping at the same time in July. None in August. Then we have 3 in September. One of those are going to be a limited edition also. Limited edition because I can't stand making the scent. So it's going to be...
That makes sense.
It's going to be fun, limited edition, and then it'll be gone September, and then one in November, late November.
All right. So remember, save your money in July and September because you're going to have 3. Those are the months you're going to want to buy them all.
Those are going to be pretty cool. So with most of the scents we're launching, we're not doing it for the duck hunter, but most of them, we did a 3D print for the first 2 we launched. A little gold. Yeah. We did a little gold cartridge. I still got 1 or 2 left up here that.
And guys,
I took them off the website. I'm saving those for somebody. So.
And if you haven't ordered from him too, I just want to point out, I mean, if you're one of those guys that like presentation, the presentation's amazing. I was really impressed with that. You did a great job. I believe you get a couple stickers, at least I did, at the time, and a nice card. And it's a great presentation. And it really, to me, it was kind of brought me back to my childhood. It was just, that's what I love so much about, I'm not a label guy. I don't care about, I'm not doing one of those guys that big on what it looks like on the bottle and the labeling and, so forth. But some things just really touch you sentimentally, and, your childhood's something we all want to go back to from time to time. And there's just something about this. Every time I look at a bottle, I think about, I used to play like this bottle. I used to play Zelda with my cousin that's passed away, got passed away in a car wreck. But when I was growing up, him and his brother would sit there for hours and play it. I'm talking about all day, all night. I'd either sleep at his house or he'd sleep at mine. So every time I look at that bottle, I think of that, and you can't get that with a lot of beard oils. And that's what I love so much about what you and your family came up with. I think it was a genius idea, and I love it.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So the labels you have, what's maximum? Anybody got a discount code?
Yeah, I saw that.
Welcome 15 will save you 15%.
There you go,
Gabriel.
On the first 2 orders, I believe, right?
Yeah, should be. Yeah.
Yep. So there you go.
Welcome 15. I was gonna, we could do something special tonight. I didn't have it set up.
I didn't think about it. I meant to ask you.
I didn't think about it either.
I'll tell you what, while you're thinking about it, if you want to do something, I'll give something away real quick. Let's give a combo away. And you can set it up if you want to. That way, whoever doesn't win it can just go on and order. How about that?
How about this? So we still have one active. I never deactivated it. It's called Camping 25. It was 25% off.
There you go, guys. If you want to place an order tonight during the stream, Camping 25, and I'll put it up on a banner here in just a second.
That's 25% off of all products on the site, including any clearance items.
Oh, and by the way, they're clearance items. Look, you got to go, and I'll show you how to find them here in a second because you do kind of have to look for it. But there are some incredible deals on there. Their hats are fire. Some of the best hats I've ever bought. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, this 125 Flex Snap Fit, or this 112 Plus, I think it is.
Yeah, 112 Plus.
It is unbelievable. I'm so glad you taught me into that hat, and now that I'm ordering my hats in this style because I don't get a headache. Sometimes I get a headache when I wear a hat, and this one with that little extra flex makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah, it's nice. Hey, Josh, you're FB 15's one too. Blonde 15 works too. So Josh is saying he used to have one. He still has one. He just.
And you can more than welcome to use Josh's if you want to save 15%.
None of these are,
buy later.
Yeah, none of these are affiliate codes. They're just discounts.
So I've always said that anybody that's in my chats are more welcome to share their codes, because I don't do affiliate codes or discount codes. I do discount codes from time to time, but
yeah. So I was checking to see if Josh's was still FB15 should still be. Camping 25 will save you 25% off everything. So yeah, you haven't. Yeah, I've got a couple flat bills left. But I still wear this everywhere. I took this camping. This is the Yupung one, but I really like the Richardson one. That heather gray one that you got is really nice, Keith.
It is.
It's probably one of my favorite. There was just the look of it and the color of it was one of my favorites. So we're working on. I'm focused. I want to do hats for the new company too, but we're so focused on launching 12 cents that we're gonna. That's where all the time and attention's going. So
and hats aren't cheap to do, because if you buy these from this company, you got to spend $500-600 to get them, and that's not always easy to go when you're relaunching a company and get through this year, especially if you still got some of these left. Yeah, we have a few left. So. They're it's Epic Beard. I think it's a great looking logo. It's really clean. So guys, check them out. They're really nice. This is another good one.
Thanks.
This is the black camo.
Yeah, that's what I'm wearing now.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, were they $15? You got them on there cheap, or $15 or $20.
Well, with Camping 25, they'll be $15. They're $20.
15 with the 25, right?
Yeah, this kind of works on everything. So it would be $15 plus shipping.
Putting it on here right now. I'm trying.
Hey, Gabriel, thanks, man. Appreciate that. So anyway, so the limit, you have and I still have a couple, probably about 10 of each of the limited edition labels left. So and then we're going to be moving to these. This is the new style label we're going to.
Oh, okay. No, I don't have any of those. Yeah.
So this is the Hero Time. This is once the limited edition labels are gone, the whole brand will be moving to labels that look very similar to this, just so that all of the products match. If that makes sense?
Yeah.
I really wanted to just do a limited edition on the initial launch because that's my favorite character and favorite game. So we had designed these. So that's our logo, just a different color, the Hero Time. And then, as you turn it, then you have like the great. Well, no, that's just the great, like on your old Nintendo, the top. And then it has the buttons here. And then you keep turning it and it says, bottled in Ohio. So that's going to say handcrafted in Ohio now, not bottled. And then just two little red buttons for the A and B and A or whatever. But so this is what the bottle is going to end up looking like. The new labels are going to look like this. So.
Yeah, I think they're really clean. I like them. I really enjoy these limiteds, but I like that just as much.
Yeah. I do like a clean look, but I designed all this stuff. So this is all my stuff and that I did and designed it all and made it all. So I do everything right now. So
you're doing a great job. I wouldn't change anything until you're just so busy you have to.
Yeah. So that's that one. I literally just got these labels in from the print shop that we're using. They did a really good job too. So then this is going to be the Spirit Maiden label. So like I said, everything in the brand, so when you look at it, you're going to see. And so this actually says that was a tester there. So there it says handcrafted in Ohio now and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the Spirit Maiden. Then I got the new label down there that I'm not going to show you.
Yeah. And guys, the butters are 2 ounce, which to me, I think is all you need. This is a butter. It doesn't take much at all. I use about, I'll show you. a little bit goes a long way. That's probably a little more than I use. And I mean, I've been using this religiously, and you can see, I mean, I don't know if you can really tell how much is gone, but it goes a long way. So, you don't have to put a lot of it. I would suggest not using a lot of it because less is more sometimes, and this is definitely one of those butters. So I think a 2-ounce butter is going to last you as long as you need it to, unless you use it on your body, because this is really good for your skin as well.
Yeah.
If you got some dry elbows, dry knees, dry legs, work outside, hands, it's great for that as well. I use it on a lot of my skin a lot. If you have any tattoos, it's great for that, and so forth. So as an owner, he would appreciate if you use it from head to toe, because that's where you're going to reorder it. But
so we did. So we almost did a 4-ounce, but it's not travel friendly.
It's not.
And
I
then
don't
if
like
you don't like, so obviously we would appreciate if everybody used our stuff all the time, but that's not the reality of the situation, right? There's a lot of good companies out there making good stuff. And you have a butter that sits around for a while, it's gonna start drying out.
Yep.
Right. And we're talking months and months and months and months, right? Not immediately. So it's one of those.
I mean, I've got these big moving plates down here.
Then you have customers end up wasting product, right? You get a super dry butter that, sometimes you have to put an extra, that unscented oil would come in handy maybe to freshen it up a little bit or whatever. But thanks, Daniel. I am using a work computer. My other laptop I usually have is sitting over there that I do all my work on there behind me. So I'm using a newer work laptop. I don't even know what this thing is, but I thought I'd give it a shot. Don't tell work I'm using it though.
Maximus, I appreciate that, man. And I agree. Shaun's beard is epic.
Well, thanks, Max.
It's looking good. I'm telling you what it is. It's this new blend. I'm just telling you, I'm not trying to sell it. I don't get anything for doing this, right? I'm just telling you the truth. It has a lot to do with it. It really does. My beard has felt a lot better between wearing a lot of your stuff. I just kind of quit wearing the stuff that I knew wasn't good for my beard and it didn't feel good, whether it be heavy and synthetic fragrance oils or whether it just be a blend that wasn't balanced correctly and didn't have the right nutritional composition for my beard. And when I started wearing the ones that, just do a little research, guys. That's all you got to do. And what feels good in your beard, but go a step further and find out, what is your beard doing? What does it need? And find those carriers that'll do that, and find a carrier blend like with 8-bit. It's just well balanced in everything that you need for your beard. And we were talking about avocado, and people talk about does biotin work topically, right? Well, avocado oil has natural biotin in it. So you're getting it on there. So if it does work topically, right? All that talk about biotin spray and all this other stuff you can buy out there on Amazon that's this biotin spray and help your beard grow. Well, guess what? Use a blend with avocado oil in there. It's got it naturally, you know?
And that's one of the reasons, it's like, it feels so hipster to be like avocado oil. Like we're going to put it on, the avocado butter that they put on toast now and all this other stuff, but literally it's like, oh man, more avocado stuff, but it is such a good oil to use. That's why we want to start the blend with that. It's not the base, it's a little bit further down the list, but I really wanted it in the blend.
I mean, as the main, I'm sure it's a little thick. The oil is probably a little thicker.
It's
a really thick oil.
Yes, and it's a 4 on the absorption scale from 0 to 5, so it's a little bit longer. We already have castor in there too, which is a 5. So So we're talking about balancing percentages, and then we're talking about balancing the thickness of the oil.
The thickness, right.
So it's a balance of the nutrients in each oil plus a balance of, are you going to make a really thick oil or not? And I had a whole weighted average scale too that I would weight average all the oils and the different percentages I was making to try to hone in on that. Really to a medium oil there. So
no, and that's that's the neat thing is it's balanced all the way around. And that's when I reached out to you in the very beginning and said I could tell you did your research because it was perfect. I mean, it's balanced in all areas, nutritionally and in viscosity, and it's just a really, really, really good blend. And you did a great job. And I know that you hear that a lot, I'm sure, but I'm just telling you the truth. That's my personal take. But I've talked to everybody that's bought it, feels the same way.
Yeah, yeah. I've had a lot of messages about it, and just the feel in beard is really good. So
like my beard right now, I wore it today, and I refreshed before I came on. I went and wet my beard and put a little bit more in, but it just gives my beard this feeling of, it's almost like it's not there. You got this nice. It's not weighted down. It's not flying around everywhere. That's too light. It's just perfectly hanging off my face, and it feels like it's got a little natural hold. And that's, to me, sometimes is I love that in an oil, when it's got just a little bit of natural hold. There's nothing in it that's holding it. It's just the perfect weight makes it kind of hold together. And I feel like that's one thing I get with your blend every time I wear it.
Let's do a giveaway, man. We've been
I'm in.
I think you said that earlier, and then we kept talking. I have a problem with that giveaway.
Well, these guys know I go around in circles to get to my point or get to a giveaway.
We say giveaway, and then we talk 10 more minutes about something.
Run 10 people off. Or like, well, I guess I'm not getting anything for free. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. I would say giveaway. More people came in. Yeah, I am not a fan of avocado either. I'm just reading some of these things and laughing.
Avocados to eat?
I can eat an avocado on a sandwich and stuff like that, but I had some avocados at a restaurant that were like steamed or something, and it was just mush, and it was just so disgusting.
Yeah, I can't imagine that. So I used to not eat avocado hardly at all until I started growing a beard. And now I eat it religiously. Like every time my wife makes, what is that stuff you make with avocado? Mexican guacamole. And I eat it like crazy. But I used to not a lot, but it's so good nutritionally for your beard. I eat the crap out of it. All right, so we're going to do a giveaway, guys. There's going to be a combo of your choice. You can go with the Spirit Maiden, the Hero Time. If you want to wait, I believe he's about to do the duck hunt, and there is a collab coming out. I don't care. I'll pay for it either way. Just let us know which way you're going to do when you win, so he knows I know when to pay for it and so forth. So
thank you for everybody. I see some comments here, placing orders. I appreciate it.
Great, guys. I appreciate that too. I love to know when the channel's working for the owner, because that's a good thing.
Like I'm going to, you guys hang around for a little bit. I'm gonna show you the limited 3D print for.
I'm so glad, because I wasn't going to tell him that, but I'm glad you brought it up.
For the scent dropping in 13 days. It's pretty. It is pretty cool.
It is. You're going to be excited, guys. I promise.
All right, so let's do this giveaway, man. Let's do a giveaway.
I'm doing it right now. I'm getting the numbers in the wheel.
All right.
As always, guys, I'm just going to say the numbers. You don't have to wait on me to say go. As soon as the numbers pop out of my mouth, you're more than welcome to start guessing. As always, just guess once. Don't try to be sneaky. We are paying attention. But we're going to start out the numbers. The number range is 15 through 30. 15 through 30. Spin the wheel. That means they're about to pop up all at once.
I just made some fresh butters for the Hero of Time too, so that's
sweet. There you go, guys. That's what I would pick. And look, I mean, as far as these scent profiles, you go with either one of them. I mean, they're both equally great. They're not too far off from each other. Both of them are woody, natural colognes. One's got a little bit more amber, I'd say, in it, and one maybe you get a little more of the bergamot. But they're both right up my alley.
Fresh, like I got to label them still. They're back here.
And he's got some fresh. That's even. Oh, we got a winner already. Make sure, double check. I think this is the first time it's in the channel, or first time I've seen it. But Chris,
hey,
congratulations.
Congrats, Chris.
I appreciate it, guy.
Thanks for coming in here too. I saw you say hi earlier. Didn't get a chance to say hi.
But congratulations. And Maximus, you were right after him. So remember, guys, it prioritized on your end, but on our end, Chris was just 2 ahead of you there, Maximus, barely. So
very cool. What did he win?
Combo of his choice. He's going to have to tell us.
Okay.
So, I mean, if it's easier because you got those made, then I'm sure we could talk him into it.
Yeah.
Or does he already have yours? I don't know. Has he ever ordered from you? We don't know.
I don't think Chris has. All
right. So, Chris, inquiring minds want to know, which one are you going with?
Just shoot me a DM. We'll get you squared away.
Yeah. So the Hero Times, Amber, Oak, Bergama.
Yeah, he's on Instagram and he's got his own YouTube channel. So,
he said 8-bit rookie. So owner's choice surprised me. I like that. That's what I am.
Yeah. Very cool. Will do.
That's exactly the way I am, Chris. I love that. I'm one of those that I don't care. Just surprise me. I better write that down. Are you writing it down? Because I'll forget.
Yeah.
I've learned that if I don't bring a pen and paper to these things, I'll be rewatching them for a week. Weird Beard said the Hero. Yeah, it's good. I mean, again, I love them both. I think I went with the Hero Time. I went with the Hero Time when I first ordered because I kind of liked the label a little better at the time. And I thought I would like the scent better. And I loved it. And I wore it for a while. Then about 2 or 3 weeks later, I went back and got the Spirit Maiden. And I loved it. And I wore it every day since I've had it. So it's kind of one of those, you're going to like them both. You can't go wrong with either one.
It's interesting because I like the Hero better.
I'm a fan of Bergama. So
yeah, it's a darker scent, I guess, if you want to.
A little bit, yeah.
And the other one, the Maiden's a little bit more floral. So it's too sweet. It's too sweet for me to wear all the time. I like wearing
really. So I don't get this. I mean, I get it is sweeter.
Yeah.
But I don't get. It's not overly sweet. Like it's not overly floral. I just get. I get a lot of amber and a lot of the cedar, and the sage is kind of just hanging back there just a hair. But in the other one, I get amber and bergamot.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just all together. I love it. They're both great. And I can barely smell right now, and they're both still great. Yeah. You can't go wrong. Sorry. I'd love to help you make a decision, but I can't.
Maybe I'll put one oil of one and one butter of the other in his,
There you go. Now that is perfect. I wish you could do. Why don't you do that for me when I ordered them? I could have. That's something you should do.
So I've been thinking about, instead of just doing flat out combos on the site, I've been thinking about letting people build their own bundles.
I think it's a great idea.
And to save money, but it requires another. I got to figure out what app. There's several apps out there that you install on your website that kind of can do that for you. So,
well, your website is really clean, easy to navigate. I'm telling you, man, you've done a great job with revamping and relaunching. And I'm sad to say that I didn't order before. I remember the first time I had caught one of your. You were on a live stream, I think, with, oh man, who was it? Maybe Faithfully Bearded or something. And
yeah, probably Tyson.
And Tyson, yeah. And I went to order a couple weeks later, and I think you'd kind of closed down already or something. I think I caught the stream. It wasn't live. It was probably 3 or 4 months later. And that's when somebody told me you were coming back out and revamping. And I caught it on a Facebook ad, by the way. So your ad was working that day.
I sporadically run those ads. I am not a huge.
It worked.
Well, good. I know advertising's key and stuff, but right now with the focus on launching these 12 cents, it's you drive a lot of traffic to the site, and we just have such a limited selection right now that it can be tough for people, just the choice. There's just not a lot of choices for people to go to. So,
and that's probably the only reason I would try to figure out a way to sell them individually, because I think you might sell a little more if you could sell a butter and from one and an oil from the other, or guys that just want to buy an oil. But guys, best bang for your buck. I'm telling you, this carrier blend is worth more than you're paying. And with the 25% off code tonight, if you've ever thought about ordering it, you better get it. I mean, you're talking about $16.50 for a bottle of oil, 25% off that. Somebody that's about $4. You're talking about $12.50.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous, guys. I mean, it truly is.
It's a good blend. When we talked about that, and you were like, you need to charge more, and I'm like,
yeah.
We thought about $18, and I thought about doing just a flat rate, $20 free shipping, right?
Yeah.
I
think that'd be good.
So, we because it's one of those, you do research and they're like, well, it's an extra hurdle for people. Now they have to pay for shipping, and it's like, well, I think in our industry, it's kind of expected that you have to pay for shipping when you're going with smaller companies. But at the same point, then it's a lower hurdle to just be like $20 free shipping, $20 for oil, free shipping, which would actually be a little bit cheaper with no discount codes, because our shipping's flat rate $4.50, which is nice too, because it's somebody out in California that's ordering might be $8 or $9 a ship it there. They're only paying $4.50,
and
which
I think,
once you have, we toyed around, but I don't want to get it's a great blend, and I want it to make it affordable for people and be right in that middle market. So we settled on $16.50 for the different oils that we carry in there. So and it's an extra to make it too, because babusa oil is a solid. I get it as a solid, so it's not just me mixing oils, and I actually have to. There's an extra process of melting it down properly, and then going to measure it out to blend everything. So it's
you're not, this isn't one of those mixes you're just pouring together and pouring it in a 5-gallon jug or 3-gallon and then mixing small bottles. It doesn't work that way. And one of the reasons I even said I would charge more in the beginning was I was scared that guys would look at it and be like, guys, when they're unfamiliar with some of the carriers, and they think, oh, maybe he's not charging more, so it's not any better.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it to lose that prestige, because it's really a higher end blend. And I felt like at that $20 range, it would maybe attract more people to make them understand that, because sometimes if something's a little more, we're attracted to it a little more.
Yeah, there's a perceived value. Like there's been, I worked retail for 12 years. There's a perceived value there. So
sure,
something might be a piece of crap, but if you box it nice and charge the right price, then people are like, oh man, that's gotta be good, right?
Yeah.
But
I can grab a bunch of them up here if you want to see them.
No, I don't like to,
No, I don't like to do it either, but you're right. I mean, it happens.
So after, and I had been thinking about that, and we had, revisiting the price, because it was something we talked about. Me and my wife talked about at the end of last year a lot, was the price point. And so I think I put
you did it right though, because you got to have that intro into the market.
I put $18 on sale for $16.50. I hate, people work hard for their money, and I wanted to make it a little bit more affordable for the feel and beard that people have.
We appreciate it. Yeah. I think it's amazing that you did it that way, because most guys wouldn't have. I mean, most guys, which is fine, would have charged $25 or $20. So, all it means, guys, is he really wants you to have it. And, he understands the times right now are tough for everybody, is basically what he's saying. And I really appreciate that. And I think, in a year or so, when you've got them all up there, if things change, I think it's worth a few more dollars, is all I was saying. So,
yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I agree. And we were going to be probably about 18 with shipping, but I think maybe 20 free shipping. I don't know. We'll have to.
Yeah. Well, look, guys, I want to show you this too. When we're talking about his website. Let me.
So I started researching a little bit more, but yeah, the website's pretty cool. I designed all that too, by the way. So the main homepage image, I hired a designer for, but then I took his design and I added a bunch more pipes. I added coins. I added the flowers. I added. So he did the base background and had a couple bricks there, the blocks, but then I added and modified a lot in Illustrator. So most of the stuff I do is in Illustrator. But,
wow. Look, guys, and one of the things I want to point out, when you come to his home screen, go up here to the little hamburger, click on it. And when you click on the hamburger, you can go to the clearance right here on the left-hand side. And that's where you see the hats and the Epic Beard scent butters and oils that he has left. You know, you can pick those up. That one's $10. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking for some extra stuff on the shelf, it's great for that. But I'm telling you, these hats are high quality. There's nothing cheap about any of these hats. I've got 2 of them. I'm probably going to order a couple more before he runs out. You know, $20, and then you save 25% off that. So you're talking about $15 a hat tonight. So if you're looking for a hat, now's the time because they're great. That hat right there is the one I'm wearing right now, and it's a 112 plus flex fit snapback. So it gives you a little flex, and it's a great hat. I mean, it fits your noggin perfectly. And of course, excuse me, man, my sinuses are crazy.
You're right, man.
But there's the 2. You got the 2 combos and the 2 oils. So you are doing the butters individually. I'm sorry, I thought for some reason you weren't.
No, yeah, it's individual. Yeah, they're
okay.
They're 18 individual. The oil's $16.50, and then so you'll save a little bit of money with the combo. It's $34.
Yeah. And I don't know what is that. What's 34 times 25%? That's pretty good. I'm gonna have to pick up a couple more. 34 times, that is a deal. Good gracious. $8.50 off. Is this 20? I don't know. Can't do math. 20, about $25, $26, $26.50. That's great, guys. Jump on it. It's a deal. Both of these are incredible, and pick you up a hat and, you know, under $50. You can get a combo and a hat under $50 right now. Come on.
Or you buy one more thing and get free shipping.
Oh, there you go. That's right. Because it's over 50, you get free shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So throw you in one of these for the shelf, $10, and you're good to go. I'm sure he'd like to get rid of it too.
Yeah, we don't have too many. We've got a little bit of nobody likes beard balm. We got quite a few in every set of those. The oils were getting
That's
pretty
the hat he's wearing too. It's a great one.
Yeah.
For $15. And it's the, oh God, I'm not a hat guy, but it's the Yupong Classic. Did I say that right?
Yeah, Yupong. Yeah.
So they're high quality. There's nothing low quality about any of these hats. They're unbelievable.
Yeah, they're not private brand hats. They're the name brand hats, and the patches are hand sewn on there.
And I know the company he uses for these hats, and they are high quality. They do it right. You know, this is not a drop ship company making these hats. I mean, it's one of the biggest, best hat brands out there as far as a custom hat goes. So jump on it. What else we got?
We got CJ, we got some barbershop left.
Oh, nice.
Of the balm. I worked on a balm recipe for our new blend, but I didn't release it. I wasn't planning on to for a while. We got some things in the works. You know, I want a mustache. I'm working on a mustache wax also.
Good.
That'll come in, I don't know.
You going to use beeswax? Or you going to use pine resin? Have you decided? Or
lanolin? Beeswax now. I know there's some vegan options out there that we're thinking about it. I'm trying to find I don't know where I put my I'm looking for my containers. I was going to grab the tube I was looking at.
How you doing math with COVID over there, Daniel? That's what I don't know. You must have a calculator.
I was gonna do. I don't know where they're at. So it's actually a black twist tube for the mustache wax that I was looking at. But anyway, we got some stuff going on. I'm looking at getting some soaps too and a bunch of other stuff. But
yeah, a lot. Bearded Dragon. It's actually a flex fit. So I just want you. But you're right. It's like a fitted. It flexes, but it's a snapback. So
it's a snapback flex. So it's a Richardson 120 plus. So it's in case you're in between button sizes.
Yeah, it's got the little flex fit.
Yeah. So if you're in between the snaps, snap size, one snap's a little too tight, one snap's a little too loose. It's got a little flex and give to make it a little more comfortable. It was a brand new hat they launched, and I really liked it. I wear this hat for everything. I think I was out coaching soccer today. I had a soccer game I coached today.
Yeah.
We won 11-1.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wear them to work. I mean, I wear both these hats to work religiously. I'm trying to let my hair grow out, and it's getting long, by the way. I use a lot of this oils on my hair, trying to make it grow healthier and longer.
Anyways, combo and a hat works for free shipping. Probably. The hat would be 15. The combo would be 26. So that should put you over. No.
Yeah.
That'd be 41. If 41, you don't discount, if you don't use the discount, it would.
Which you're more than welcome not to. That's up to you.
Yeah.
But you definitely look, guys, anytime somebody offers free shipping for a dollar amount, you just got to go ahead and get it, because otherwise, I mean, you're getting something for free. So even if you picked up, 2 combos, there you go. By the time you get freight, the shipping, you're close to it.
You'd have to, if you got a combo, a hat, and use a 25% off, then you'd have to order $10 more worth of stuff.
Yeah,
to get free shipping.
Which is why I said pick up one of the old. Unless you want to buy another,
you'd have to get 2 of the old ones, because the 2 of the old ones.
And actually, 2 of the old wouldn't work.
What's that?
They won't work because they're 10. You're still going to be there, right? Yeah, so you need to go with one of the newer oils or another hat.
Yeah.
Because if you use the discount code, you're going to be still under 50 buying a older oil.
Yeah. Yep.
Too much math for me tonight. I got to do schoolwork when we get off here. Y'all don't burn my brain.
Hey, Josh is in here. I just saw talking about your collab a little bit, buddy.
Yeah, man, we're excited for you, Josh. Man, can't wait. You do great. We were talking about you do a great job. Can't wait to see what you do with that collab. Everybody's ready to order it.
Anybody have any questions or anything? Or last one of these I did, we talked about video games for an hour and a half.
Well, I was going to say, when are we going to do a video game online tournament? We got to get it together.
Yeah, I don't know. So you were talking about the website. So there's links on that website for video games.
I did it today. I played some today. I didn't realize it. I was looking. Yeah. I'll show y'all that too. Here, let's do it. Did not realize that until today. I was playing at work, and then we ended up getting busy. I had to get off. I was so mad because I was in the middle of a game. But if you go right here to the bottom, I got to scroll on this other one.
Yeah.
At the top, you got video game links right there, and you can play. Now today I played. What did I play? I played Asteroids, but it's pretty cool. I haven't gone into the Super Nintendo, the top one. I don't know what games are with those.
So these are the top 5 emulator sites for games. So this is not something I've created. I just wanted to link these through our website. So
I had to download something, but it wasn't. I didn't have any problems with it. It worked great.
Yeah. I have a warning there before anybody clicks on it. This is a third-party site. Just be careful. So
yeah. I did when I tried to click on. See, I went to this one, and I played. Where is it? Asteroids. I was about to play Frogger. I used to have it.
Duck Hunt. There's Duck Hunt. There's Duck Hunt. There's Paperboy there. There's somebody asked me when we were going to do a Paperboy scent.
Yeah. Sonic, Street Fighter. I mean, there's some cool. That's all the cool games. Pitfall. God, I used to play that religiously, and it was so boring.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I beat Mega Man before, Tiki. Are you kidding me? Come on. Brian. Yeah, so I am not a huge fan of campfire scents. I say that, and we are going to release one this year.
That was the one you were talking about. It was going to be limited because you don't like the scent.
Limited because I hate the scent. You know, it's nothing. I love being around a campfire. Yeah. I love hanging out at a campfire, but there's nothing worse than like waking up and you just smell like the smoke from a campfire all the time, right? So,
but I don't want to go to bed with that in my beer. I agree. I like some smoke scents, but a true campfire I can't do either. I'm the same way.
Yeah, so that'll be one. So to answer your question there, that's one that's going to be a limited edition with the character we're doing, and we'll make, you know, like I said, maybe 40 combos or something like that. Then we'll probably be done with it. Contra, if you notice, when I hashtag level up your beard on most of my posts, I use the cheat code for Contra.
Yeah.
Hey, George.
That's funny.
Contra's NES. Did somebody say it was different?
No. Somebody said maybe that was a Genesis. No, it was definitely an NES.
Yeah, it was NES. But
oh my God, some of the codes were crazy. Up, down, left, right, up, down, A, B, left, right. I can remember some of those codes that were just nuts.
Just look at my hashtag. It's there. Up, down, left, right, BA, select, start.
Yep. God, it's the crazy the things you remember from your childhood.
I just played Contra 3 weeks ago with my brother, and we used the cheat code. We beat it. We beat the game in like 90 minutes. I swear, I always felt like those games lasted.
That is true.
Like playing for 10 hours, but in reality, you could beat them.
Yeah.
You know, it took no time at all to beat the game. So
yeah, because I was talking to somebody the other day about Zelda. I felt like it took me a month playing straight to beat it.
Yeah. The worst was when you got close to the end and you didn't hold the reset power button incorrectly to save your damn game, and then it erased it all.
Erased it all. Yep.
God, you got to hold reset in and then turn it off.
God. You know, you used to get magazines with all that cheat code stuff in there.
Yeah.
I used to get them come to the house, and
I've got my Nintendo Power magazine right here for all the Zelda.
See, I wish I had all that stuff. I don't have my old systems anymore. I think I told this story a couple weeks ago, but my brother pawned them when I went down and lived in South America.
Terps, you got to be lying. There ain't no way you beat Contra without dying one time.
Oh, no. Come on.
There's no way.
That's impressive.
That is a life achievement. If you manage to do that.
Yeah. Now I definitely want to do.
That's a good idea, Nick. There's that's a great idea. I thought about a lot of that stuff and like doing the whole with all the branding. We branded a lot, and you know, our 5-star rating is a 5 coin rating and all this other stuff. So swear my mom, bro. Dude, if you did that, that is amazing. That is
amazing.
You're doing so good in that game, and then you get randomly sniped by that one bullet flying across the screen that you didn't see, or those guys running out and jumping at you.
I always just swore it was just coded not to let you. Although I don't think coding was that in depth back then. Any chance for the Earthbound scent?
Yeah, we have an earthy scent. A little bit of an earthy scent coming up with one of ours. Some of these are just, some of them are going to be fun scents. Actually, a lot of them are fun. There's going to be a couple good ones in there that, like this Blue Devil one coming out is going to be a really good one.
So you got a tobacco coming? I think you told me earlier.
So I was going to actually carry over some of the fragrances from our old blend. And we had a vanilla tobacco and a cherry tobacco, and I thought about making that in the new blend and doing just just doing our shield, the 8-bit shield from our character as like the main label, and just color it red or color it like gold or whatever. For I thought about doing that and carrying them over, but that's something we still might do. But dude, all these other like labels. I mean, I'm designing 12 labels, and
I mean, you can have a simple line though that you know is not tied to the game, because I love a good tobacco scent, and it's kind of be hard to tie to a video game.
Yeah, we thought about doing that. I thought about doing that. But at some point, you have to draw a line, like with our lifestyle. So it's.
And I'm sure there'll be a Tecmo Bowl, Daniel, come football season. That'd be one you'd have to do in the fall.
So we're stocked full this year, and I've got a lot of good ideas for our lineup next year. So there's going to be some good ones in there that we're not going to get to for a while.
Sure. Well, your label designs are so complex, and if you're doing them yourself, I mean, it's understandable.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's there's definitely some good ones in there that.
It's funny because us bearded guys on the other end, we just think, hey man, all you're doing is whipping up a couple scents, throwing in some essential oils and doing it. But there's a lot more to releasing a scent than that. That's for sure.
Well, yeah. So there is. So it's the label design, it's the scent profile,
the website.
You have the website. You have the pictures that you upload that to actually buy the product so you can see it. There's a sweaty football, great scent. Yeah, that's my brother Kevin there.
I mean, you could do a musk and some grass. Yeah, I don't know what it'd smell like. Leather. It'd have to be a leather.
It'd have to be a leather. Yeah, it would definitely be a leather, and that would be a little earthy too, I think.
Yeah, a little earthy, unless you want to do some Gatorade.
Yeah,
some lime.
We could. Game Genie. That was cheat on everything with Game Genie. So we're trying to do something I wanted to set us apart a little bit is the limited edition, like collector's items, the 3D prints that we're going to do. So the next one we have lined up here, this is going to be really cool. Is everybody, I'm
going to see if I can go watch this. Hold on.
All right. So this next one's going to be super cool. So we know it's Blue Devil, right? So we know that it's a Sonic character. So essentially, the 3D print, we're going to have 28 of them. So there's going to be, I made 30 of them, but I'm keeping one. And then obviously the collab's going to get one too. But so this is going to be the 3D print for the new bottle. So the collab release. So it's a put together. So they snap together. So it'll come in 3 pieces. So you have, the gold ring, the base, and then the cloud for Sonic. And then essentially what's going to happen is the bottle will sit here like this, and then you'll have the label design that I did, and it'll I mean, you can kind of guess from here. You know, we have a gold ring on one side and a cloud of smoke on the other. So this is going to be the new limited edition print that everybody, the first 28 combo orders we're going to get when we launch this live April 23rd. So pretty cool.
Yeah. Can I go ahead and order mine now?
No pre-orders. No pre-orders. When it launches, it's going to launch, and so that's
13 days, guys. Get ready.
13 days. So pretty cool here.
Yeah.
With everything that went into that. So we have that too.
That's going to be cool.
So we have like limited edition.
I agree, guys.
We have this pretty prints just to make it more fun for everybody, you know. So it's, I mean, you're getting that, you know. We have I designed a pretty cool sticker, the new label, the new blend, limited edition labels, you know, all that for. It's not a crazy price either, right?
No.
So,
as a matter of fact, I need to give another one away because I want to make sure I spend $50 and don't have to pay for shipping. So I'm gonna give another combo away real quick.
Okay. So
before everybody gets out of here.
Yeah. I know a lot of people saw this, but this was the original. So we did this. This was the original 3D print that we did for the initial release. Which,
man, I hate I missed that. That's cool. That's awesome.
So,
do you have a 3D printer?
I do not. No.
I'd love to get one. They're just still too expensive for a good quality one, anyway.
Yeah, it is. So we Bearded Blonde. He was in here earlier. Has a 3D printer, and we've been working a lot together.
Awesome.
He's one of the first channels I was ever on when I first launched the company back in September 2019, and we chat. Every weekly, probably. I mean, I say weekly. We definitely chat weekly, but we message each other almost daily about everything. And we had this idea, and it's just like we kind of both thought about it at the same time on what we wanted to do, and it just turned out amazing. So as far as collectors go, we had that gold cartridge, but to be able to put your beard oil on display almost, right? How cool is that to be? So
that's incredible. And knowing it was 3D printed is even awesome. It's not.
And you're gonna have to put it together, you'll put it together too. We have a lot of cool things planned. So July, I'm really hoping July. We got something even cooler planned in July. So it'll,
big things coming. That's awesome.
Yeah. It makes it fun. So one of the things when we rebranded was just like, man, we want to have fun, right? We we want to differentiate our company. We want a fantastic blend. We want awesome, just like the label design, the nostalgia, like what better time in your life, most people had than their childhood growing up, and just, even playing with the kids and stuff too. Yet, TK, I thought about the blue bottle and I tested it out with our label, and it didn't look good. It didn't look good. It took away from the label too much.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because Sonic's blue, and we our color. Part of the color of our company's blue, right? This blue is part of our company profile, our colors.
Yeah. I can see where that clash, because those blue bottles are darker blue, and
it didn't, because we thought about doing that too. So we thought about doing green bottles for some of the stuff we have coming up, and we thought about the brown bottles obviously, and then some blue bottles for this release. It just, the colors in the label design I was doing, matching it up with the bottle, it did not look good together. So
hey, it's all about what's in bottle, right?
Yeah, but
you've done a good job of doing both, which is
you got to look at it too. And if it's these labels, just these new labels that are coming out after the limited edition, you know, this is going to be like our classic. This is going to be like our classic label. So they're all going to, you know, look like this, and it's going to, it looks good, and it's going to streamline the brand and stuff. But like I said, I want to do that. I want to do that limited edition on the first one. What's that?
I think it pops a little more than this. Like it stands out if you just think about, you know, the way that.
Yeah.
I think it looks better. I mean, I love these. Don't get me wrong, but.
Yeah. So I designed these too. So
it's really cool.
But this is actually the Sonic blend here. But.
A tropical leather. That's, I mean, I don't think I have one. That's going to be nice. You know, and we talked earlier, I think it's more of an antique leather, and it's essential oil blended leather, not a, you know, not a synthetic fragrance oil, right? You're actually, it's made of essential oils, right?
It's made of actually a few fragrances
okay,
to make up the smell. So it's not essential oil. The first two that I did were essential oil based. These other ones are going to be mostly fragrance oils.
Fragrance, okay.
Because some of them are just, some of the ones coming up, you can't get an essential oil with some of the scent profiles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Unless it'd probably take a couple hundred of them to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, some of the stuff coming up is going to be pretty cool. But yeah, so that's the 3D print, 13 days. We've got some cool stuff lined up too. Some of the little clips and stuff we have going on it.
You said how many? 28 combos or 30 combos? What did you say?
There'll be 28 initially that will launch with that 3D print. So I made 30. I could always have one more made, but I don't like, I made it a goal of mine, you know, because I number them with Sharpie, and I'm not making any more. Those 30. So I'm going to get one, and then Josh will get this number 2, and then there'll be 28 for sale. Now you're going to do more. That's just 28 with the 3D print, and you're still going to sell the scent beyond that. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, okay. Absolutely, yeah.
So the first 28 gets a 3D setup.
Correct. So the first 28 we get the 3D setup, and then, you know, after that, you know, for the gold cartridge, we saved a few back for charity auctions and stuff like that, which we had donated to, and you know, Nick at Weird Beard. Got one. He bought one on the charity auction, and it was all for a good cause for somebody's child. So
that's awesome. That's what it's about.
Yeah, the Sonic one. I don't think, you know, I don't think I'm going to hold any back. When we did the initial launch, I kind of knew there was a couple coming up that I wanted to save them for that, and donated them to the charity auction. And it raised, I mean, we got $100 for a combo for one, and $125 for another combo.
That's awesome.
Yeah, with that print. So it was good for the family too. It was good for the family too. So
yeah, Steven, I thank you, buddy. I never say that, by the way, guys, but give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I do want to grow this channel, and so we can keep giving these things away and keep having some of these companies on here. Oh, sorry about that sound. God, it's awful. But I never really, I'm not one of those that keep asking, but since Steven mentioned it, please subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and hit that thumbs up button for me if you don't mind. Let's give away a combo real quick. We've got over 20 in here, almost 25 right now. Actually 25 with one Facebook person. So very cool. As always, guys, I'm gonna just say the numbers. You start guessing the numbers after I say them. It'll be of your choice, a butter and an oil. And like earlier, you can choose one that he has now on the site, or you can wait 13 days and get one of the non-3Ds, because we can't promise you one of those. But if you want to wait on that Sonic, I don't mind you waiting on it and just getting one of those that aren't one of the first initial 28. So the number range is going to be 1 through 12. 1 through 12. Why this mic wants to lay down all of a sudden. I got to get a new mic set up. I've been looking at them, and now I'm just so confused of what I want. I can't figure it out.
I don't. There's Josh, bearded blonde. He must have. Somebody must have messaged him. Hey, they're going to show you 3D print.
His ears are ringing.
Um,
Oh wow, we got a winner. I saw a number in here, and I don't want it to be true because it's going to be funny if he won. He did. I'll be dang. Look who won. Daniel, congratulations.
Congrats, Daniel.
You're too sick to come on tonight, so you stay on and you win. How about that?
Look at that. He's probably going to hold off for the new one.
I'm sure.
So he's got the original too. So,
or if you want the duck hunt to come, he might want the duck. Believe it or not, because I know he's wearing a lot more scented as well, or unscented.
Yeah.
I'll wait for the Sonic. There you go.
Yeah. Well, just message me when it gets closer because I'm going to forget about it.
Yeah, me too. Matter of fact, I'll just order those together, and you can just send him one and send me the other one.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if he wants the 3D print or not, but I'll have to buy one on his own if he does.
I mean, as long as they're available, I'll get it for him. So I'm just saying I can't promise that because if I'm not one of the 28, I can't help it. But
yeah, right.
For us both getting one of the 3Ds, Daniel, and I'll make sure he sends it to you. So set your alarm. I don't know what time he's launching, but everybody pay attention and remind me so we can be one of the 28.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a Friday. He does his stuff on Friday, so we decided to do the 23rd. So I'm not sure what time it. I don't know.
It's going to be during his live stream, though, right?
Yeah. We're doing the live stream launch together. So
I can't remember what time he does on Friday.
I think I did 7 p.m. I'm not sure if that's right or not. So
it's a lot better time than 9 p.m. That's for sure. I got to start changing mine up.
It'll be a happy hour probably at when we're releasing this. I don't know.
Well, I feel like Saturday's a little better than doing it at 9 than Wednesday, and that's kind of why I changed it up because at least everybody doesn't have to work tomorrow.
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah, lost with COVID, win an 8-bit. How about that? Anthony said, "Fun, so now I'm on for a little bit." I understand that one. My wife and daughter went to bed, or I wouldn't be on.
Is he camping? Is he camping this weekend?
Who, Anthony?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought he was camping this weekend.
I thought that was last weekend. No, it may have been this weekend. No, that's right. He said he was going to actually be camping and wouldn't be on. That's right.
Yeah.
He must have posted some pics.
Yeah. I've been on. There's one thing, I try to limit my time on social on the weekends just because all the family stuff we have going on. So it's a balance. It's a balance. I'm not saying like tonight or anything like that. Kids are in bed, but just I still like to try to answer everybody's messages.
Well, we appreciate it. I know that it's got to be tough as an owner because I get a lot of messages that I can't always respond to, and I don't have orders coming in, so I can imagine how many you get. And that's that personal touch that really, I think that's what makes a company successful. The ones that can do both, as hard as that is, it means a lot. I know it means a lot to me, and I try not to bug owners because I know they're getting a bunch of them. But if I'm placing an order, or it's nice to have that interaction. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I like talking.
You do a great job of it. I mean, you've always been responsive, and
I try to be open about everything I can be open about. Right. I mean, I'm not gonna hide anything, and we're gonna talk candidly about whatever we need to talk about. So
yeah. Well, and that's one of those things that I think this community does a good job of for the most part is, another thing is when you're having a conversation openly and candidly with somebody like an owner, and they do open up and tell you something like, I'm doing a collab with somebody in a couple months, but don't tell anybody yet because it's just in the works. I think there's a lot to be said for keeping that under the wraps, and
I get in trouble sometimes. My wife's like, "What are you doing? Why are you saying that? Like this is supposed to be," and I'm like, I don't know. It seems like he's a good guy, I'm just gonna talk to him and send him stuff.
Yeah.
So I think I sent somebody the sticker for the Sonic release. Now my wife knows because she's watching. Anyway, so
well, but that it goes a long way, because I guarantee that guy really appreciates it and he feels special. And sometimes that's what turns a customer in for life. So I think as a business owner, you have to do that sometimes, because that guy's always going to order from you now, no matter what.
Yeah.
So it's an investment sometimes to just open up a little bit and tell those little secrets.
Yeah, if they order, they order. If they don't, they don't. It's not,
it's not why you do it. Yeah.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not. So
Chris said, I screwed the pitch a couple times talking about some things that shouldn't. Yeah, I think we all have, man. That's
but I'm the owner and I am in control of everything. So if I say something, then I say something.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure I talked to you. I was like, you know what? I'm going to show everybody this cool piece.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Like, are you going to save that? And I'm like, how, we're on a live stream. How cool is that to show people that nobody's ever seen that before? So only the people that were here tonight got to see that. I'm not posting, I haven't posted pictures of that. Nobody has seen that except for Josh and Josh.
Yeah.
And now everybody here. So
well, I appreciate you doing that, because that makes me feel good, because you did it on the channel. So and I know everybody in here appreciates it too. So thank you, because that's pretty cool. And that's why I like doing these type things, because you get to interact like that and get to find out little things that are upcoming and a little more about the company or the blend. And that's why I started doing them, was just try to help guys understand a little more about the scientific side, the how to find that feeling beard you're looking for without spending a bunch of money. I mean, my wife may be watching, so I don't need to talk about how much I've spent on all this stuff, but and a lot of it I don't wear and can't wear because I didn't do the research in the beginning and just bought up a bunch of stuff that I thought would smell good, but it didn't necessarily feel good. And that's the difference. And now they're just good, pretty little things on the shelf and not good for much else. So, and the majority of them I can still wear, but for the most part, a lot of them I can't. So,
yeah, the sticker, somebody said they loves the little stickers, bearded.
I love stickers too.
So we got, this sticker comes with every order. And then for the Hero Time and Spirit Maiden, I made this sticker. You are the bomb. So like little play on words there. You have the bomb from the Legend of Zelda, but also a nice 80s, 90s catchphrase. You're the bomb.
Yeah.
And then we have another cool sticker. It's a metallic sticker for the Sonic release. It's right here too.
Another sneak peek. We're working him.
You got the 3D print. You're not getting that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Daniel. I appreciate that, man.
That's really cool. Has me one. I'm ready to order now.
I gotta mix it up. The little candy bars wrapped like a Nintendo controller. We're doing. But with the weather heating up, I got to switch it to something else because it's chocolate and it'll melt all over. So, we'll have to do something else there. But at least for the next month, they'll probably go out still. But
well, guys, I know it's getting close to midnight. We'll wrap this thing up here in a minute. But again, tonight, jump on, place an order, Camping 25, saves 25%. And you can't go wrong, guys. And that's not why we do these live streams, try to get a bunch of sales. And I don't think that's why Shaun comes on them. But, I appreciate him doing that code for us tonight. So if you don't already have it, I promise you won't be disappointed. And you're not going to hear me say that a lot. But most companies that I'll have on here, I've truly believe that it's going to feel good in every beard. And this is one I've talked to a bunch of guys that have used this product, and I've not heard one negative comment yet.
Just the restrictor top. You're like, hey man, how do you use it?
Well, but I'm telling you, once you use it and get the feel of it, you love it. I mean, I truly thought something was wrong with it. And now, if you just give it a second, you got to have a little bit of patience, right?
And I think, and that's a hurdle. That's a hurdle, Keith.
That is.
You're getting ready in the morning and you're like, whatever you're doing. And then you're like, okay. And then you're like,
yeah, this does no good. Okay. Don't do this. It doesn't come out. It's not going to go. Just let it sit there.
It slows you down a little bit. And it's, I think it's a pain point for some people. So we're going to, like I said, I've ordered droppers from my supplier.
The cool part is, if you look at the way it works, guys, I mean, if you look, when you turn it over, it's collecting and sliding down. So it just takes a second. It's not your traditional, just this part. That little stem right there is what makes it special. And that's what you're waiting on. So you just got to give it just a second. It's not your traditional, most of them are just that part.
Right.
And that's why you get a little different use out of it. But I'm telling you, that little stem, once you get the hang of it, you're going to love it. I mean,
if you're somebody that's like, I want to use this many drops in my beard, this is what works, then this restrictor top is perfect for that. Cause you're going to be able to get the same amount every single time. You're not going to be wasting it. You're not going to be, so, but it does, it slows you down just a hair, it might take, a couple more seconds to get it out of there.
But what I really love about it is the fact, like you just said, you really get to play around with this blend to find out what the perfect amount is for your beard, because it's consistent the same amount each time, each drop. And you count out 12 today, and tomorrow you count out 13, tomorrow you count out 4. You get that difference, and it's consistently more or less, because no drop's bigger than the other. It's very consistent.
Yeah. Yep. Anybody have any questions about anything? And we've talked quite a bit here.
I know.
CJ, thank you, man. That's awesome. I appreciate that.
I totally agree, Bearded Eurich. CJ, I'm sorry. I guess I should call you CJ now. Please, guys, if I ever call you by your screen name or your handle, don't take it personal. It's just I want everybody else in the room to know who the heck I'm talking about.
Yeah. That's brutal.
Yeah, man. It was raining here. It was nasty here today too. Because you're in Atlanta or close to Atlanta, right? You're in Georgia, I know. It was bad here in Alabama as well. And by the way, I did look up. Shaun is pretty much in Columbus. I know that. What's the town name?
Lewis Center.
Yeah, but you're pretty much Columbus, right?
Yeah.
Which is about, even though you're up north, that's what I call the southern north. Like that area to me is pretty. I used to spend my summers in Canton. And had a bunch of family there, and used to go to the Hall of Fame and do the parade. And but I never felt out of place except for a couple of times. Like everybody said pop, and I said Coke. Stuff like that. But
you're gonna get called out for that, and immediately probably. I think
I used to have to leave.
Sometimes I'll say soda for fun.
Yeah, every summer when I left, I had to leave a cassette tape. That's how long ago it was, because there wasn't CD. So I had to record myself on a cassette tape and leave it with them, because they wanted to listen to me talk the rest of the year and show their friends. And I was like, oh, great.
Hey, Amrit.
Oh, T-Rex, I thought you were in here a minute ago.
Yes, Ready Player One movie is awesome, and it is set in Columbus, Ohio. They're coming out with a Ready Player 2 soon. I'm not sure the exact launch date.
You've got too much time on your hands to know stuff like that.
What's that?
Messing with Tiki, because he's got all this great information that
but Tiki probably remembers that, because I think he's in Michigan, isn't he? So
yeah,
he's like, oh man, Columbus, Ohio. There's only a handful of movies I've ever known that have Ohio as a setting.
Really, I would think Columbus is
like Ready Player One specifically says Columbus. You have my wife's favorite movie from 1990 Airborne was set in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah.
But not too many. There's not too many Ohio setting movies.
There's so much now.
Amrit, you
down
still
in Atlanta?
We'll show the 3D piece for you, buddy. This is going to be the new piece for the Sonic release in 13 days. So this is a 3D print for it. You'll have to put it together when you get it.
Yep, the 28th. Oh no, I'm sorry, the
23rd.
23rd.
Yep.
There's 28 of them.
Oh, Tommy Boy.
Oh wow, that was filled up there.
Cuyahoga.
Right, wow, that's. I want to go.
It wasn't filmed there. It was set. The setting took place in Ohio, so they were in. What's the city?
That's true because the brake plant was in Ohio. That's right.
Callahan brake pads. Where do they? Yeah. Where was that? Was it Cuyahoga or was it? I don't remember.
Now I don't know about that part.
Our Chicago our official company name, I guess, Epic Beards is what it says.
I know you can't see this, but
they say Epic Beards on them.
There you go. And by the way, I love this
with the beard.
I got this one and I've got all their combs, but I got this one with your logo on it, and it's probably one of my favorites.
I like that. I like that little one for a while too. I was getting a lot of hair snags with it. It's great for a little mustache comb. I carry. I haven't given them our new. We were actually one of the first companies to carry Chicago combs. One of the first beard companies to carry them. We've had them for about 14 months now. Most of the line. I just haven't given them my new artwork for the next order I place. But this is the one I carry in my pocket.
I carry that one a lot too. I get some snags with that one every now and then.
Yeah, it's a nice medium. Nice medium. Sandusky.
I saw they came out with a new one with thicker teeth and little wider setting.
Yeah, that's the Model 8. That's a giant. It's almost as big as.
This isn't even the new. No, I got that one. Hold on, let's look. I just saw it like yesterday.
Look at all these guys. Look at all these Ohio setting movies. Major League, yeah, that was Ohio. So we've named 4 movies in the last 30 years.
Where did I see? Well, I guarantee that's 4 more than's ever been filmed in Troy, Alabama. That part I can promise you.
Well, they weren't filmed here. They're just the setting was.
The setting. Okay.
But wasn't Matthew McConaughey did a movie from Alabama? Was that Mississippi or was that Alabama?
It was Alabama. It was down in Mobile. What movie was that? Oh man,
the lawyer movie he did.
Yeah, what was the name of it? Oh, one of my favorite movies.
It wasn't The Lincoln Lawyer. It was.
What was the name of that? I don't either. Yeah, there's been a few that filmed down in the Mobile area. This was the comb I was talking about.
Isn't the one with Ashley Judd Double Jeopardy down there too, or something? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. There's probably there.
I don't know. I'm one that forgets movies about. This is the comb I was talking about. The Sleek Model 3, I guess.
That's a steel comb. That's not carbon fiber.
Okay, I couldn't tell in the picture, but now you're right. It says steel comb, hand machined in Chicago.
Yeah. One of the reasons we looked all over for. I really wanted everything made in the USA that I did, and I looked all over for combs. It's one of the reasons we don't have boar bristle brushes on our site. We just sell combs right now. Is because most of that stuff's not made in the US. Yeah. And I found Chicago combs 14 months ago. February of 2020 is when I got their first order, and I told a bunch of people about them, and just didn't do enough advertising with it. But love that they're made here in the US, and it was one of the reasons we carry them. So
yeah, and the owner seems like a great guy too. I've talked to him a few times, and he's very nice.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Let's see. I got to use a wide tooth.
It's a good brush in the U.S. Nature Boy. Okay, well, I'll find
Huh.
I hadn't heard of that company before.
I've not either. I don't use a lot of brushes. I mean, I use mostly combs.
Yeah.
I don't use a lot of brush. If I use a brush, it's kind of like a wet brush of my wife's that's just got deeper teeth. You know, I like this wet brush comb, and it's like the Chicago, but it's got a curve to it that curves your cheeks.
Oh yeah.
And the teeth are zigzagged, and it feels so good.
Oh, cool.
It's one of my favorite. And I've actually sent this one to Chicago Comb and said, man, can you get yours to curve at the bottom? And he's supposed to be working on it, so maybe he'll do it. Just because the way it runs across your cheeks and your chin just feel great.
Yeah, that's cool. I hadn't seen that.
And then I do like this comb.
Oxhorn.
Yeah. I used to not. Like, until my beard got this length, it sat in a drawer. I couldn't use it at all. But as my beard's gotten longer, I really enjoy it. Yeah, Daniel, I agree, man. I've got several of them, and I doubt they're made in the USA, but I do enjoy them.
Yeah, I mean, at some point we're gonna have to carry stuff that's not. I just want to, my primary focus was stuff made here. It made it easy with everything going on with COVID and whatever, right? You get all your supplies here. Then we haven't had any issues with supplies. I know. Now, when I bought bottles and caps, I bought a year's supply, but but
I'll tell you something about Troy, Alabama you don't know. Guess who is from Troy, Alabama? You'll never guess. He was in my office. He was in my office probably about 6 months ago.
You give us a category.
Music. If Google wasn't around, I could do this as like a giveaway, but somebody get it in about 5 seconds probably. But rock and roll, kind of a country rock. That should give it away. Lives in Michigan now.
Ricky Bobby. Country rock.
Ricky Bobby, that's great.
A country rock and roller.
Yeah, he's a American, proud to be an American country rock and roller, not Bruce Springsteen.
Toby Keith.
No, more rock and roll. There we go. There's the answer.
Yeah, you said Michigan. Yeah, Michigan. He's all about that. Yeah.
Yeah, Kid Rock and Hank Williams were in my office not too long ago. They have a hunting camp here, and they come down to get away from Michigan to hunt. And
Kid Rock made like 2 country songs, maybe.
Well, but I said country. I just meant like a more of a country rock and roll.
Okay.
I don't know. They're more rock and roll. You're right. Maybe I was talking more of.
Made a song with Sheryl Crow.
Yeah. I just think country because every time he comes to dealership, he's in overalls, drinking Milwaukee Best and
is he really?
Busch Light. Yeah, he just country as can be.
Oh my goodness! I didn't think people still drank Milwaukee's Best.
Oh, my dad—that's all he drinks. The Beast Light. Woo.
Bruce Springsteen is my cousin.
Really? And Kid Rock's video, one of his latest videos, is actually filmed on the property here in Troy, and I can't remember which one it was.
Kid Rock isn't. I mean, there's a lot of people that like paved the way for music, and he's definitely one of them with his style.
Yep. All right, guys. I know it's midnight in the.
We need to do anything else. We need to do anything else here. We good?
I don't know. Let's see. Man, we still got 24. Let's give away another one. I'm ready. I always try to do 3. Let's do one more for those that were loyal. How about that? And then we'll call it a night. I like to end on a good note.
Yeah, the Beast.
I still want to know when we're going to have an 8-bit online tournament.
Well,
I actually thought about buying a few NES systems to give away tonight.
Maybe when COVID's over, we can do something like that. But we'd have to. I don't know how we would do that.
Yeah, I guess on Zoom you could probably do it somehow.
Yeah, it's not like the old school where you could just serial port your desktop computers together and play Duke Nukem together. But
you're right. I think between you and Tiki, y'all can figure it out and just let us know.
Yeah, about that. Sure. Twitch stream would be good, but have everybody trying to play the same game would be tough. So, or just
I think we have to do a bracket and draw, and then let 2 people pair up in Twitch, and you video it, and then go back and watch it. Yeah.
It can happen.
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, high scores to compare. Yeah, I was thinking about that. We used to have a tournament on New Year's Eve. We'd play Galaga. Our parents would leave, and we would just play Galaga and see who could get the highest score and the highest level. I was never that good at it, but
yeah, because it'd have to be otherwise. It'd have to be a Tecmo Bowl or something like that.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be so bad.
I mean, you couldn't do.
All right, guys.
That'd take
here's
forever.
a giveaway. You combo a choice. Once I say the number range, you can go. We'll give some more dots. Numbers 20 through 30. I just know, like, when I posted those stories this week, I mean, I got more response on that than I've ever gotten. Like, there were 70, 80 votes for each of those. Just tells me that it's exciting to people.
Yeah.
And
it's a lot of fun, Keith. I mean, it's a lot of fun.
Is.
I mean, the kids enjoy it. Like, it's so much more fun than the old branding we had. Customers enjoy it, but like the family, like it gets the kids involved. They didn't really care before, and now they're all about it. So,
yep, yeah, I'd probably let my son play for me, and y'all think it'd be me because he'd whip you all. We got this is a 2 or 3 time winner on this channel right here, and he comes in. We're not sure if he's 2 people in 1 or 1 people in 2 or what, but Amrit, congratulations, buddy. Or T-Rex, we're really not sure. It's a standing joke in the channels that he's also the Rex. Congratulations, Amrit.
Congrats, man.
I think that's your 3rd time winning here, man. You lucky guy. I'm gonna let you start entering for me. I know, man. I'm just
IG shoot me a message.
What's funny is we all kid around about it, but Rex has not won on any of the live streams yet, so we can't get his address to confirm. Amrit keeps winning. So oh, he wants to pay it forward to the butcher. So there you go. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, to Everett. Everett might hold off for the new one too. I think he has the other stuff.
Well, that'll be fun. I'll get to buy 3 up, so maybe there'll be 25 left of that 28 by the time Friday the 23rd comes around. I bet you they're going to sell out fast. That's for sure. I bet it won't take long.
Yeah, it's going to go live when we're on the live stream. So,
are you going to wait till then to show it off, or are you going to show it off a couple days before? What you think you're going to do?
No, I am keeping the labels close to the vest until the live stream. So you'll see, the 3D print. I usually show off the 3D print a little bit earlier. That's the plan too. And then so the labels will wait. We'll wait on the labels. That'll be like the exciting thing. Show up to the live stream, you get to see the new label, and then, some people might just buy it and and before they even see the label. I mean, it'll be on the website, right? It'll make it live on the website. So they'll be able to see a portion of the label on the website when they do.
Are the first 28 going to be more than the others? Or are they going to be the price and just the first 28 get them? Or how are you going to do it?
So the way we did it last time, I did, and that's something that I was talking about. So,
I mean, it'd be understandable if it was more. I'm sure that's not cheap to make.
No, I thought about doing just $36 instead of $34. So because we'll still have a discount code. So and the reason, and it's not about it's not all about the money or anything like that, Keith. It's more about the there's two ways to look at it. There's you show up, you're showing your support, so you're there early when we do the launch, so you get the 3D print, right? But then the people that come later are paying the same price and they're not getting the 3D print, right? So there's a level there of you're looking at it like, so they're paying this much and they're not getting something that everybody else did. But then somebody's like, well, listen, the people that got it knew about it and were one of the first to be there and support you. So they should, you shouldn't have to worry about price, but I
mean, things like that too. It's about branding and growing a brand, and that's what you're doing when you do those little things. So creating the excitement, the sense of urgency. I mean, I'm a car guy. I've been in the car business 22 years. We do it all the time. So I get it. But like when we do it, we don't charge more. It's just first come, the first so many get it. So, but I can't imagine I don't know what 3D printing costs, but I wouldn't think it's cheap, but
the printer itself is expensive, but I'm not paying for that. I mean, that's, I'm not printing them. I'm having somebody do it. So the filament, I don't think is that bad. And I think this one we designed, and obviously there's test prints and stuff, not whipped. They're not whipped, but
they're poured, buddy.
It's a poured butter, but it's not,
it's a creamy, it's a light, airy poured. Like it's not, I almost thought you whipped them then poured. But it's definitely a poured, but it's a creamy pour. It's not a full body poured. It's light.
It's not a real heavy butter. It is not a heavy butter.
It's not full bodied at all. I love it. No wax.
There's no wax. We'll have to see about how it holds up. It's going to melt in the summertime, so we'll have to see.
Well, shipping to Alabama, it's going to melt, but that's just all butters.
Yeah. So we'll see how it holds up, and it's going to melt.
I guarantee you, Amrit, it's one of the best feeling butters you'll wear. I mean, it's really, really good. Complex set of ingredients. It's really good. It's one of my favorites. And again, I don't know how long your beard is. And when my beard was shorter, I liked a more full-bodied, heavier butter because I liked the extra hold feel when I wore butter, and now I don't. But this one's a perfect mix of both. I feel like I still get a little hold.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
But it's just a light hold.
Right. So that was part of the process too, was finding that consistency in the blend, because we definitely made some denser, I would call them denser butters. But and then I ended up settling on this one, which is a good mix between a whipped and a dense poured butter. Still has a little bit of body to it, a little bit of weight, but
I mean, like the rest of your blend and the oil, it's just well balanced. I mean, he carried it through between the oil and the butter. It's a great mix of both. I mean, if you like a whipped, you're going to like this butter. If you like a heavy poured, you're still going to like the butter. Because it's really an in-betweener. Good creamy. It melts the moment it touched your hands. That's that babassu oil. Because he was talking about earlier, you weren't in here. He increased that oil in that blend a little more. So the carrier blends in there with the butters, and then he increased that oil content a little bit, and you can really tell when you put it in hand. And I think that's probably what gives it that creamy feel.
Absolutely.
A little oilier of a butter. but it's nice. I promise you're gonna like it. And he used shea butter and mango, which to me is my favorite combination. Besides one little butter that not a lot of people, it's hard to deal with. I'll give you a guess of what it is.
Kokum?
No, I don't like kokum at all.
Oh, really?
I don't know why. It's too flaky to me and just doesn't hold together well. And after about 2 or 3 months, it just ruins in a bottle. It gets real hard. Just shelf life is not long at all.
Earlier, like if you like these 4-ounce butters, if you're not using them every day and they're sitting on your shelf for months, some of these butters get super hard and like grainy, a little bit grainy too. So
but this one is I said it last week, but this one is the sister and brother to cacao butter.
See you later, CJ.
But it's
just tell us.
Great. It's Kupo. What is it? Kupo? I can't even say it anymore.
Kapachu butter or whatever.
Kapashu, Kupakushu, something. I don't know. It's really nice. I like it, but it's hard to deal with. I ordered some just to play with it, and I don't know. It's a little on the stingy side. It's hard-headed as it can be, but it's actually a Kapachu. Yeah, it's actually easier to pronounce than you think. And I looked it up one time, and it's I was trying to find it, the enunciation part, and it's really easier than it actually you think. Kapachu, I think. Kapushu, I can't remember. I was trying to find it.
It's all right. We know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I never claimed to be able to enunciate. I'm Alabamian.
They have that website you can type stuff into, I think, right? And it tells you how to say stuff.
It doesn't matter. I've done it a million times, and it doesn't help because after I watch it 10 times and over, I still forget the next time I go to say it.
Yeah.
Kupuashu. You hear it?
Yeah.
Kupuasu. So I always want to say Kapushu, or and it's Kupuashu. According to that website.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. Never know.
No, we haven't. I haven't tried that one. I it all comes down to suppliers and finding a reliable supplier, and we don't ever order anything off Amazon when it comes to our ingredients or anything like that. You just don't ever know. So
sourcing is everything.
About hemp seed, finding a good hemp seed supplier. So
I've got one.
Yeah.
Use information. They're actually harvesting right now. I just talked to the guy last week, and they're growing pretty big, and he was harvesting, and I get my trying to get some more protein powder. I use his hemp seed protein powder in my beard smoothies. And I was trying to get some CBD oils to some of the guys that wanted to try it. I was going to give away on the stream. And he's harvesting. So here in a few weeks, I'll have some, but it's some of the prettiest hemp seed oil I've ever seen. And it's high quality. I actually ordered 2 gallons of it. 1 gallon I sent to Tailored. He's used it if you want a reference. And the other one's T3 uses it now.
Okay.
But it's good and it's cheap. I mean, I think it was $38.50 a gallon. And now I think and that's shipped. It's pretty cheap from what I've found. I don't know. For an organic hemp seed.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have our prices memorized.
And he'll sell it 5 gallons if you want it or whatever. But from what I've talked to a couple guys that, being shipped and landed for that's pretty good, because most time you pay what, $5 or $6 or more to ship them like that. That's what I noticed with a lot of suppliers. It was the shipping that gets you.
Yeah. So when we order and I place orders, it's usually 20 or $25 for shipping, but I usually place bigger orders. I try not to just order small little items because they're still going to charge you a good amount for shipping. So if you're order big.
So Logan, this is not necessarily true. I know I hear this a lot, but that's just in the process of its filtering. And it depends on if you want it to be or not. I mean, I've seen it both ways, because I've actually talked to the guy about this and said, why is some green and some not? And it's basically just in the process of them filtering out all the stuff. And it doesn't mean it's less quality. It's just, if you know where it's coming from. Again, it's what we were talking about earlier. It's about sourcing.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand with refined versus unrefined. It's still a good quality oil if it's refined, and we have a refined. I think our shea butter is refined, just because they're at some point, when you're making batches of stuff, to have some unfiltered product, you're gonna get
trash.
Yeah, you're gonna get some stuff in there that you don't necessarily want, or maybe a customer opens a bottle up and you see bits and pieces or pulp of a plant or the seed or whatever. So you at some point we go organic as much as we can, but at some point you still have to weigh that benefit. There's benefits to the organic, and then there's benefits to just having it filtered a little bit and refined a little bit to get out some of that stuff you don't want in there when you're making it.
So I talked to the guy that owns this processing plant, and he actually processes for a lot of the hemp farms up there. And then he has his own hemp farm as well. And he was talking to me about that. And he said that we were talking about organic or not organic and which is better. And he said, honestly, the way we process ours, organic, non-organic, it doesn't matter, because we don't use harmful chemicals on ours anyway. He said, honestly, I wouldn't buy my organic and spend the extra money. There are people that do, but it doesn't make sense. It's just another farm down the road that uses a little different chemicals. He said, but we don't use anything harmful on ours. So I think, again, it goes to the sourcing and asking the right questions and not buying off eBay and, so forth. So
thanks, Amrit.
It is simple, Amrit. I love it. How long is camping 25 good?
It was supposed to expire when we got back from camping. But I looked and it's still active. So
until he feels like it.
How about Monday?
There you go. It has been said. At least Monday.
How about Sunday evening?
Sunday at midnight.
Sunday midnight Eastern Standard Time.
There you go. So Daniel, you get rid of your little sniffles and get on the website and get you a couple hats to give away. Although they don't have any flat bills, it's okay. Some of us like snapbacks, curve bills.
What's today? The 11th. Yeah. So tonight, I guess today is Sunday. So tonight,
it is somewhere. It's not here yet. It's 11. Guys, I've kept everybody long enough. I've got about 3 hours of schoolwork to do in 27 minutes.
Holy moly. Okay.
Yeah. And I really appreciate, I could stay on here all night, and I know a lot of you could too. Shaun, I really appreciate you coming on, man, and taking your time away from your family to do this. I know you've got a sick boy at home. We're praying for him. And thank you for all you're doing for the community and for our beards. My beard loves it and thanks you. And I know a lot of these guys feel the same way, and the ones that are ordering are going to understand it here soon. So thank you. And I appreciate the no drama. Anytime we've ever talked, there's, I just appreciate your approach to this community. I think it's the right way to go. And it's going to pay off. That's for sure.
Yeah. I hate drama.
Me too.
Drama, so it's, I try to treat everybody with respect, and until you double cross me, and then
that's it.
And then I don't treat you with disrespect. I just maybe don't engage and talk to you, and I'll still be respectful. Just be distant.
some people go through life and they just never have an enemy, and that's just because the way they treat people or the way they, if there is a misunderstanding, they clear it up. And I just think that's the way we all should be. And if anybody, I always say, if anybody ever has a problem with me, just reach out, because there's probably just a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, that's all it is.
Well,
or something.
Everybody texts now, right? You text everything, and or even emails, and tone can be so easily misread and all that stuff. But
that's right.
I really appreciate you having me on, Keith. I know we were debating Wednesday or Saturday. I appreciate you making it Saturday, because my son was getting out of the hospital and stuff. So he's doing better, and this is always great. I love tuning in and just hearing you talk, man, about just about, like, you can tell you have read and done your research too. So it's just great. Thanks for everybody in the chat too. Appreciate you guys hanging out for so long. That's been nice. We didn't talk as much video games as we should have, I guess, but
you can come back on anytime, man. Anytime you want to talk video games, come on.
Next time we'll get it going.
I keep telling myself I'm going to talk cars and stuff, and every time I get on, I just talk beards and BS. So one day maybe I'll have a car stream, but
I just said it from the beginning. Let's talk about cars for 30 minutes, and then we can talk about whatever else. Right?
Yeah. I just want to talk about what everybody else wants to talk about. So I let the kind of channel. The first couple of times I tried to have a script and be ready for whatever, and I learned that you just go with the flow and go with where people want you to go. So
are you selling those shirts you're wearing?
Yeah. Beardedhorsepower.com. I've got this one and another one that says the horsepower hour. But if you want one, just let me know, because I'll send you one. I've got some that I'll send you. What size do you wear?
How do they run? Probably 2XL.
Mine are the Bellas. I don't know if you wear those. They fit perfect and they don't shrink to me. I have to wear an extra large because of the shoulders.
Yeah.
The sleeves are too short on the large, because I have kind of broad and thicker shoulders.
Yeah.
And I don't like my shirts real tight.
I would probably be a 2XL. I think I'm out of that XL phase. I'm about 6'3", 250. So
yeah, because the length on them are a little shorter. I would definitely go with a 2XL.
Okay. Now, I'll try to squeeze into a schmedium every now and then, but
I mean, I can wear a large, just nobody's going to want to look at me.
Yeah. Like it's painted on, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it. Right. And we'll talk soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, guys.